Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, and in this video I will be telling you how to log into a social account, that is Google, by using a Google API keys. Let's create a API keys in the Google and let's use those API in our Django project, and let's see how the things work on. So basically, when we need to create a Django project, we need to install Django. So to install the Django, just enter the pip install Django. It will install the Django inside your terminal. Then let's we need Django. Basically we have two things, that is a project and application. So basically inside our project we'll create an application and we'll run the server so that our project will start. So this is the command for running the project, and this command is creating a application, and we can run the server by using this particular command. So we can see in the just 15 step I will be telling you how to log in through the social account, that is our Google account. Okay, so let's start with the project. So basically you can see this is 15 steps. At the end of the video I will be sharing the credentials of the GitHub link I will be posting inside my description of this particular video. So you can access from this file, even a text file, and the particular code from the GitHub. So basically let's start the project now. So you can start the project in the Visual Studio Code or inside your PyCharm ID. So I will be creating inside my Visual Studio Code itself the project. So just close the folder whatever you have opened it. So just create a folder, create a folder, then you can run the commands. Just open a folder. So inside my E drive I will be making the project. So I will give the particular project name as Coding Thunder. Okay, I created the folder, that is a Coding Thunder. Just I will select that and I will open it. So once I open, it will be opening inside my Visual Studio Code. So basically I need to create a project and I need to create an application. So click on the terminal and go to the new terminal. Just go to the file, text file. So I'm just creating a project by using this command, Django admin start project, and my project name as my project, enter. Your project will be created, and then you come inside your project, my project, cd my project, enter. Okay, I am inside my cd my project folder. Then I need to create an application. So you can see create application command is over here. Just copy and paste it. I will create the application I have created. Then I need to run the server so that it is running or not. Just check it, enter. So you can see server has been started. Once you open the server, you can see the thing, that is Django works successfully, congratulations, it is showing. Then what you need to do is, that is a 4th step, you need to run the migration. Just enter this particular command. So just I will open one more terminal over here. So I will come inside my project. I will enter this particular migrate, so that all our user accounts should be migrated inside our database, that is inside my admin panel. Then done. So then we need to install the Django allow. Basically by using this particular allow, we are using the Google APIs. So just install Django allow. It is installed in my computer, so it is telling me requirement already satisfied. So then what you need to do is, so step 6 is open the settings.py file, and all the particular settings, all the particular API keys and the API URLs, all you will be specifying inside the settings.py file itself. So you can see my project has been created by running these 3-4 commands. So all these particular files has been created automatically. You can see my app this is our application, and this is my database, and this is my project. This is our manage.py file to run the server. Basically you are all familiar with this. So when you are running the Django, so just go to the my project and you can see settings.py file. So just open the particular my settings.py file. Okay, and I need to tell the Django that all these some applications are there, I need to do it. So just go to the settings.py file and add this command. Inside your installed app, you need to add the application, that is my app I have created. So I will add this particular thing. So I copy it and I will paste it. So basically I have given the my app is my application name. So this is I have specified, and I have specified all the social accounts provided by the Google. So then I need to add the backends. So then after installing, you need to add the authentication backend. So just copy from the text file, same thing as it is, you need to copy in the settings.py file. So just come in below your project. So after the auth password validator, you can add it. So just paste it. Okay, then so then you need to add this particular login redirect URL and set it. Most of the thing in this whole see this one video, the main thing is the site ID. This is the site ID. This is the main default is 1. So let's get the site ID by running 4 commands in the terminal. So let's see how to do it. So then adding these two paths, you need to add the social account provider too. So just copy this thing and paste it after the redirect URL. So it will accept the social accounts provided to this Google Scope profile email and all those things. Okay. Then step 7 is we need to create a template social app, and we need to create a add the index.html file, and I will add this code. Just see, this is the main thing. So basically all my templates I will be specifying inside my template folder. So just create a folder templates templats, and this sequence should be same: my app project templates database and manage.py. Inside my templates I will create a social app folder, one more folder, this social app. Okay, enter it. So inside my social app I will create a index.html file. Okay, you can see the from my project template social app and index.html file. So okay, inside my index.html file I will load this URL, this particular file from the text file. I will copy from the HTML to HTML. Just I will paste it. Here you can see I have just loaded the social accounts. Then this is the Bootstrap CSS starter template. I have given one alert thing, that is Google with login Google accounts, and if the user is login, it will show the welcome, that is the username, or else it will tell to please click here to log in with the Google accounts. So these are the things done. So basically we created a templates inside the social application and index.html file. We need to tell Django that we have created a template folder. So just go to the settings.py file, and inside the directories just mention templats templates. Done. Just save it. So Django will look into the template folders when it's run. So basically if I refresh it, it has not run. So basically okay, fine. So we have done this thing. So then we need to add the path also, that from Django config we need to add the path in the urls.py file. This is nothing but it is a thing. Okay, just I will copy this thing. So inside the urls.py, inside your project, add the path. So just below, just paste it. Okay, you can see the thing. So I will give the indentation space. So if I enter, it's still into. Okay, I have given the path. So basically this path is to go to the index.html file whenever the user is going to the localhost URL. When it is admin, if we go to the admin, it should take us to the admin, and when I am going to the accounts, it should take us to the all of URLs account. So I have imported these three things that you need to do as it is, same as it is. Just save all, done. So then after this we need to run the migration. So let's run the migration, this tool migration, python manage.py, make migration and migrate it. So just go to the terminal. So this is the terminal, just I will migrate it. So python manage.py make migration, and second command is migrate it, migrate our social media account. Once I do run, you can see all our migrations is been running. So once it's done, so we need to create a API console. So from here it will be very important. You need to create a Google API client ID and client secret key. Okay, let's see how to do that one. So first we need to go to the link, that is http://consoledevelopers.google.com. So just inside if I refresh the particular thing, you can see our index page has been loaded, whichever I have pasted in the index.html file. Okay, so now if I click to this particular account, it should take to my URLs, that is Google account should take. So basically what I was telling is we need to create a API. So go to the link, that is http://consoledevelopers.google.com. Just paste that URL, enter. So dashboard will be opening. Okay, once it's open, just click on this particular thing in the drop down. Just I need to create a new project. This I will be giving as a Coding Thunder. Just you can give your name, anything. Just Coding Thunder. Just create the app. So once you create the app, you can see the credentials has been showing over. So just click on the drop down again. Just 1 second, it's just loading it. I need to give the access to the Coding Thunder. Just to give the access to it. So you can see it open. It's open. Then I need to come back to the dashboard. I need to create a credential. So I have went and I have created a project, and I need to come back to the dashboard and create the auth client ID. Okay, just come to your project. So here it is the auth consent screen. So first we'll create the auth consent screen. Just click on the auth consent screen. and we have a credentials also. We need to get the credentials by using from here. So basically once it's come, just click on the particular external. So once again, just click on the first credential. Before that, click on the credentials. So you can see it's just showing it is telling to the create a credentials. So it is telling the configure consent screen. So just click on this particular thing. Okay, it is asking me to click on the external. So I will just click on the external. I will create the consent screen as the external. So once done, so you can see I need to give the application name. So I will give application name as Coding Thunder. Coding THUNDR Thunder. So anything you can give, and just after to creating that one, you can see it is taking your Gmail account and just save it. Okay. Once you save, the consent screen has been saved, and now I can get the credentials. So basically, how to get the credentials? Click on the credentials and click on the create credential. Go to the auth client ID. So it is asking my application type. I am just giving as a web application. So here even I am giving name as a Coding Thunder. Coding Thunder. Just enter. I need to add the JavaScript URL and I need to add the redirect URL. So basically we enter the credentials, we can selected this thing done and this thing also done. Fifth thing, we need to give the credentials, that is add the JavaScript origin. So just add this JavaScript. So add the JavaScript here, same as it is HTTP, that is localhost. So once you add JavaScript, now we need to add the redirect URL also, so that where it should redirect whenever the Google accounts has been accessing. So just copy this callback URL and paste over here. Okay, once you added this one, just create it. Okay, once you create, you will get the auth client ID and this is the secret. You can't share any with anyone this one, just copy and paste. I will tell where to paste it. So once it's done, get the credential. Now we'll create a super user in the admin panel so that we can access it. So just create the super user so that I can access the admin panel. So the command is python manage.py create super user, enter. So it is asking me the username. I'm giving my username. I'm giving my email address. So for now I will give it as a blank. So I will give password, and again it is asking password, enter it. So just give it as y, and super user has been created successfully. So once it's done, just run the server. Okay, python manage.py run server. It has been run. So basically just come to the this thing. So here write 127 admin. Just go to the admin panel. See the localhost URL and /admin. Just enter it. So enter inside your username and password which you have created by giving the super user command. So you can see the sites. So basically I need to activate the sites also. So just before doing that, we need to get that particular whatever the IDs we have get the credentials. So basically it is okay. It is my client ID. Okay, it has been went. Just I will open this once again. So if I edit it, so basically you can see the client ID and client secret ID. So just copy this client ID same as it is. Copy it. Once you come inside your administration, click on the social applications. Add the social application. Give the provider name as a Google. And add here the client ID, that whichever we have got from this particular thing, and add the secret key too. So add the secret key inside the secret key thing and give the name as a Google. So Google API. So I'm giving the API as Google. For the name thing I'm giving as a Google API. Once it's done, just save it. Okay. Once done, the particular has been saved in the social application. Now I need to get the sites. So basically I can't create from here, just create from the command prompt shell. That is if I will stop the server. So once I stop the server, so I will activate the command prompt. So you can see I will activate the python manage.py shell. So once I have activated, so it will be coming inside this thing. So I will activate, I have activated. Now I will add some 4 commands to get the site ID. So first command is this: from django.config.site.models import the site. So then I need to get the site. So just get the site by adding this command. So just done. So then I need to add the domain. I need to add the server name. So basically when you are doing the production, you need to add the production credentials. Just I will add this particular thing for the localhost domain. So then I am adding the site's name. Just save it. Then I will be saving the site. Then once it's saved, I will be printing the site ID. So just copy it, the client site ID. So you can see once I get printed, it is telling me your site ID is true. So basically I need to add it in the settings.py file. So just add here. So basically it is a site ID I have given as a 1, and it is I am just giving as a 2 because it is my client site ID. It is a very much important thing. If you are not giving the particular site ID, it won't redirect to the proper URL. Once done, I will come out from the loop. Okay, then I will run the server once again. Python manage.py run server, enter. So once I have run the server, it is refreshing. So it has come inside my thing. Though I can see the sites. So you can see the site has been visible over here, which I have added in the console. So just I will delete this example thing. Okay, I am sure that I have deleted. So just come inside my home. Just go to the social accounts, not to the social accounts, social applications. Done. So you can see Google API. So here it has been available sites. So these are my available site. I will send to the chosen site. So it's sent over there. Just save it. That's it. So then what I need to do is, so I have done this thing and I have created that super user, I have done the credentials, and I have given this particular thing, secret ID I have given, client ID, and I need to set up the path in the admin I have done. So let's see it's working or not. So once I will log out now. So I have been logged out. So I will go to the home page now. This is my home page. If I click here account, you can see it is taking to the access to my Google API. You can see all the things have been coming over here. So if I click on to my Google account, so it is telling me the welcome Anish form, and it has access to the Google account. So let's see the particular Google email has been saved in the backend or not. So go to the admin page. So this is the user thing. So it is not giving the access to the admin panel. So the super user access, it is only for the super user. So give the credential of the super user and check in the users it is working or not. So yeah, it is working. So it is giving my username as a 4 and is my name, and it's taken my first name, last name, even the main thing, that is email address has been taken. Okay, this is how you can just work with the Google thing, and this is the thing. Okay, so I hope you have liked this video. So, and I will be sharing this, I will be uploading this whole code into the GitHub account. I will give the GitHub account link in my description, and even I will add this whole thing inside the document text file inside my GitHub, and even in my description. You can check it out. Okay, and if you have liked this video, just subscribe to my channel and give one thumbs up. Bye, goodbye, take care.